It's time for another unboxing. Today, the CEO of Mercedes MONE on Wyatt's Toy Show. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Mark here with Wyatt's Toy Show with another unboxing on the channel of a brand new AEW Jazzwares action figure this time. But before we go anywhere, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I know you're holding your phone in your hand, so hit the like button. It's that easy. Hit the subscribe button if you would like, so you don't miss a thing. We appreciate it. Wyatt appreciates it. He's at school, so right now when I'm doing this unboxing, he loves to hear how many new subscribers we're getting. We're so close to 600. We're right there. We're on the cusp, and we march forward to 1,000. So we do appreciate it. So I went to a random trip in Target the other day and wasn't really looking for anything because honestly, with Christmas coming and getting things ready for the kids, there's not a whole lot I'm looking for. But we don't know what's going with AEW. Rumor is that Jazzwares may lose the license next year, even though Jerry Padawer says they're going to make figures. We haven't heard any further announcements past what's the next wave after this one, I believe. And other than things they showed off way back at SummerSlam, I think it was, nothing new. So we don't know what's going with Jazzwares. So AEW figures, I was shocked to see brand new ones. They had the brand new wave. I ended up walking in, I grabbed Mercedes MONE, and they had the whole wave there. They had the Just Robinson, they had the Roderick Strong, Jon Moxley, and they had the Ric Flair. You know, I love Ric Flair, but I have a hard time buying a figure from a company that he'd even work for, if that makes sense. I know that's silly, but wrestle for it. He does work for AEW. And I guess he had a one-off match in AEW, but a classic Ric Flair to me needs to be in WWE packaging to tell. So I left the Ric Flair on the shelf. Now, if I found the Chase, that would have been different. I would have bought the Chase, but I did not find the Chase. But instead, I went with Mercedes MONE in the set because I love her as Sasha Banks when she was WWE. She's one of the few reasons I still watch AEW and tune in because I like to see what she's doing. I think it's awesome. She collects all the belts. This figure was also kind of released as a Jazzwares Vault exclusive that comes with a robe, but this is the single release version. And I had to get it, man. I had to add a Mercedes to my collection because look at that, man. Look at that. Look at the glass. Look at the hair. I mean, this looks like a dope figure as we see Mercedes on the side. AEW on the side as always. We've got Mercedes looking good on the back with the crossover, all the figures in Unmatched Series 12, which is what this collection is from. Hitting right now, we're going to get Mercedes out of the box and check her out. All right, and I do not. Where's my knife? You know what? We're going to do a knifeless today. We're going to do the old-fashioned way. I forgot to grab the knife. It's right here somewhere. We're just going to rip Mercedes out of the package. That'll work. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. And I'm a little surprised she did not come with a belt because there she is, 10 belts, MONE or whatever, but there she is in the packaging. And let's get this out of there. No extra hands or nothing in this figure either, but she comes with accessories anyway. Yeah, it's in there very tight. You know, these Jazzwares, they tend to sometimes want to rip from the torsos when you pull them out. So I'm trying to avoid that with the Mercedes. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Oh, no, of course, her brass knuckles came off the figure when I took her out, but that's okay. They say money on one, and CEO on the other, it looks like. I'm going to have to work on getting those back on. We're going to leave them off for now. All right, let's check out this figure. Look at this. Look at the detail in the hair. There we go all the way around. Look at that. CEO in the hairline. That is awesome. These glasses are removable. They do come off right there. And there we go as we check out Mercedes in this gear, doing her classic CEO boss pose right there. Look at this. The detail on this gear is insane with the gold around the waist, sparklies on the what do you call this? The name of the wrestling gear escaped me, but you know what I mean. And look at the boots, gold down there. I don't know how well this will stand with this. Let's try it on the table right here with the high heels. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with this gear to stand a little bit and try to pose her. The detail goes all the way around in this figure. This is a sweet, sweet female figure. I have the Tiffany Stratton Ultimate Edition on the way. You may even have it unboxed. I may even have it on the channel before you see this. And apparently, it improves on the WWE retail stuff because sometimes Mattel stuff, their female figures leave a little bit desired as far as posability and every female looking the same. You know what I mean? They're skinny with no detail. But this Jazzwares makes some great female figures, and this is no exception. This is no exception. This is just as good. Uh, their legs move well, pin joints there. Not pinless, but that's okay because it moves well, man. Arms move well. It's very posable. Gonna have fun trying to pose this. Put on my AEW show. This is gonna look great up there. And I took out an elite Sasha Banks figure that I have right here to compare them to. You can see the HUD sculpts. I think Jazzwares wins on this. I like this Sasha Banks, but this definitely the Jazzwares wins. It looks like Mercedes MONE. Great looking. This is a great elite figure. I really like this with the gear on this, but this new Mercedes might be. I mean, I don't have every Sasha Banks figure made, of course, or Mercedes MONE, but this is might be her best figure ever put out. I mean, she's awesome. I think she deserves a Supreme. Maybe we'll get it. We'll see what happens with the AEW line. But what a cool figure to find. Glad I got this. I'm gonna have to work on getting the knuckles back onto the hands there. These things are tiny, folks. Let me tell you. Look at that. How tiny that is in my hand. And they just slip right over a hand like that. See, you wear it like that right there. Pretty cool though. Cool little details. So, she doesn't come with hands, but she comes with the knuckle accessories and the pair of glasses. So I think that makes up for it. And honestly, unless you're a kid, most kids aren't going to buy Mercedes MONE if you're going to play with. So you don't need her punch. Most of the collectors are going to pose her doing her classic pose with the glasses, and that's the way to do it with her. But a great figure, man. This, I have a lot. I have about 45, 50 AEWs, and this might be my favorite. And I have a Supreme Punk and a Supreme Moxley down there. I need to unbox it on the channel. But this is a great looking figure. I'm glad I picked this up. Hope you enjoyed this too. Will you be picking up Mercedes MONE if you see her on the shelves? Let me know below. Again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Comment your favorite Mercedes figure, your favorite figure you found lately. And until next time, this is Mark with Wise Toy Show. Thank you as always for watching. See you later.